temperature's rising, and I've been cold for so long. One touch and we're igniting, setting fire to it all. You know these flames ain't going out. This building is crumbling to the ground. Don't think that we can stop it now, 'cause baby our love is gonna burn.
When it comes to audiophile products and IEMs, oftentimes people would associate them with high-end, expensive product. But what if you can find one that is cheap and performs really well? And I think I really love this genre of products, budget audiophile products. Today's IEM was sent over to me by KZ for review, and although these were sent over to me, no money has exchanged hands, and this review is solely based on my honest and unbiased opinion. The CCA LYRA is an extremely budget-friendly IEM, retailing at only 75 Malaysia ringgit, which is around $25 US. These are prices that we typically don't see on budget Bluetooth earbuds, and this time you can even get it on a really high quality IEM for that price. So if you're really interested in these IEMs, do check out my links in the description below. So honestly, I think this earbuds is really nice looking, and now that we can clearly see the internals, we can see how simple this thing actually is inside. Since this is not a battery powered Bluetooth earbuds, the internals are actually really basic. So the main housing at the side here is made of this metal and resin enclosure, where at the front here you're gonna get what CCA calls an imitation diamond design, and the housing around it is also made of metal material with the CCA branding at the front. I think this is a very nice look and makes the product look pretty premium as well. The inside of the IEM is also contoured very nicely as an IEM should, and gives a very comfortable and fitting fit specifically for my ears. And pulling out the ear tips, you also get a metal ear guide here, and honestly looking at the build quality of these earbuds, I really cannot tell that these are actually that cheap. So one thing about these budget IEMs is that they don't come with any pouches or leather cases for you to transport them around, so you either have to use something you already have or risk having tangled cables the next time you pull them out of your bag. So the cables that you get with the earbuds is pretty thin, high purity silver plated cable, so you don't get a mix of copper or silver wires like the Hi-Dis do. According to experts, silver cable should provide you with a brighter, slightly colder sound signature, but I honestly think that is subjective, and these IEMs totally don't sound cold. So the good thing about this cable is that CCA lets you choose between either buying them with or without a mic. So if you really need the mic, you have that option. But I think the module with the mic here isn't the highest quality plastic, and I really could do better. But later we'll take a look at how well this mic module works, so you know whether or not to choose them. So with these cables, you also get an L-shaped 3.5mm gold-plated jack, and if you notice the difference here with the mic, you also get 3 different lines here. So you get the TRRS connector, so tip ring 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 sleeve, to give you stereo audio as well as a mic input. And without the mic, you're just gonna get a TRRS connector for stereo audio, so that's something to note. So the cable also uses a mainstream 0.75mm standard gold-plated 2-pin connector, but this version is recessed, and since the IEM has the connector jutting out, you plug it directly into the IEM for connectivity. So the CCA LYRA comes with a pretty nice 10mm dual magnetic dynamic driver, and you can see them inside, which is a single driver, just dual magnetic. So you can see inside that it is only a single driver unit, but what CCA means is that there are dual magnets alongside the dynamic driver to drive sound with better resonance. So the earbuds also comes with a pretty decent 28 ohms of impedance, which is not too high and could be powered still by most players or phone out there with no problems. But from my test, I personally think that these earbuds would do well with a dedicated amp to drive a little bit more power into it, which would make the sound signature so much better. But that's if you are picky with your audio, else running it with any player would work just fine. So how does this IEM sound? Pretty darn nice, I must say, especially for its price. How these are tuned is extremely on point. So these earbuds are said to be tuned with a more V-shaped signature, but putting it through my test, I must say that these are extremely balanced and well-tuned earbuds. Again, when I say these are balanced, it doesn't mean that they are flat, because these earbuds are anything but flat. Starting with the low ends, the LYRA focuses a lot more on the mid-bass punch and doesn't emphasize so much on the sub-bass. So with most songs, you're not going to experience that sub-bass rumble, but you can still kind of hear the mid-bass, which gives a very dynamic sound signature for most genre of songs. But if you're into EDM or deep bass drops, these may not give you that that you're looking for. In terms of vocals, they don't sound V-shaped at all in my opinion, because vocals still feels and sounds like the main star here, especially with female vocals. These drive them through very well. And although these earbuds are very low on distortion, with some songs at louder volumes, I can hear that it starts to get a little bit ear piercing, but it's not with every song. Highs here is extremely bright and clear, very fitting to the cable that it comes with, which is nice because you get that clarity across the range and you don't get that muffling or muddy signature which many budget IEMs produce. So personally, I really like the execution here and I still cannot believe that these are so cheap. So this is the test to see if the mic that CCA LYRA comes with is a good microphone for making phone calls. So this is me speaking in a relatively quiet environment and this is the call quality that you can expect. So what I'm going to do now is to turn on a simulated background noise so you can hear a difference. So now there's a simulated background noise playing in the background and this is the call quality that you can expect from this microphone. So what do you think of the call quality? Let me know in the comment section down below. So there are many reasons why you need to get these and give them a try and see how you like them. I think the price is extremely competitive. And hey, for something casual and you just want to bring them around and enjoy good music with, I think this definitely hits the spot. So that is it for this review. If you find this video helpful, smash the thumbs up button, share this video everywhere, and if you haven't yet subscribed, do consider subscribing. I'll see you in the next video.